QWER, who you may call QWER, the Korean band who, frankly, I'm really excited about. I've been hyping these guys up for a while because I feel not only are they releasing really enjoyable pop rock music, not only are they popularizing the musician's journey in Korea, but I feel like all the stuff they're doing could have a really positive effect on one of the biggest music markets in the world. I think we could see a new rise of female pop rock bands coming out of Korea. I mean, Korea already has an underground scene, but I feel like it'd be doing so much good. Anyway, they are, in my opinion, a really important group, and they've got their new album, their third mini album, as it says here, called In a Million Noises, I'll Be Your Harmony. That is the official translation, so that's what I'm going with. This album came out a little while ago. It's not like 100%, like I said, it came out 2 months ago, according to this here. And you know what? I checked out the first single, Dear, which had it was translated differently before. It was like Tears, I think it was. And I remember really enjoyed that song. And I've been checking out so much of their stuff that I thought, well, look, they got a new release. Why don't I do for them what I do for a lot of the artists who I really enjoy and who I think are important, and do a proper track by track listen to all the songs off of this release and give you I nearly choked, and give you a proper final review about this release. Well, that's what we're going to do. So obviously we've heard that first song already. I did a reaction to that. I did a reaction with my friend who was over here visiting, and now we're going to move on to track 2, which is called Be Happy. Again, I am still very early on my QWERny, so I'm calling my QWER journey. So let's jump in with this next song called Be Happy. It's 2 minutes 50. It's called Be Happy, so I'm expecting something kind of fast and upbeat, but I want to enjoy this. I should point out as well, I'm not familiar with the credits, so let me know. I know they've been writing a lot of their own songs. Let me know if this is one of the ones they wrote. Update me, keep me on top of things. I'm going to try and start listening to their music a little bit more regularly so I can get more familiar with everything. But let's check this out. Brand new song. I'm excited. Ooh. I'm loving the dynamic. It's very bouncy and funky straight off the beat. It's a very old school summer vibe. That's a nice little change in the chord pattern there. I'm liking how everything's staying sharp and bouncy. This is really funky. You hear those little multiple guitar lines back there and a little bit of piano as well. I feel like I'm hearing pianos in places. Maybe not. And the backing vocals as well, it just feels like nice and bright and well layered. I like that. That was a really cool little break there. So much personality in that. This is a ton of fun. All right. Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. Okay, that's such a simple to do your entire review in 3 letters is a little bit reduced, but I have to start off by just saying, before we get into the details explaining what made this song work and everything, I have to say this did the job of just being fun, summery, upbeat. It's funny because the album cover's kind of got a little bit of an autumn vibe to it, but this just feels summery. This feels like that sort of bright summer day kind of feeling to it. Now, when we do these track by track album reviews, if you're new to the channel, one of the things I often talk about is not just the song, but how it fits into the context of the album. And after the opening track, which is, I would say, pretty certainly my favorite QWER song to date, this is a great follow-up because that's, you know, Dear is quite it's a song with a fair amount of emotional weight. It's big, it's dramatic, it's poppy, but it's kind of got a sort of intensity to it. Be Happy kind of lightens things up. So we're keeping the energy of the beginning of the album up. We're keeping that sort of that feeling of we've just come into an exciting new album. We've had a big single, and then like the energy's kept up by this kind of taking a much more simple, direct, and just upbeat approach and going, all right, you're full of energy after that first song. Just have a bit of fun. You know, get a little bit of clicking, a little bit of clapping, and, you know, get this sort of nice acoustic-based guitar line as well, where there's a lot of sort of stabbed staccato-style guitar lines, which is kind of where you just sort of like quickly like stab a note and then stop it and give it that sort of nice funky feeling. There's a lot of that combined with like the little percussive clicks and claps, combined with a very sort of punchy drum sound, which is being used here. The bass as well is just sort of like signaling a couple of notes, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's very simple. This is a song that is designed to sort of have a very simple, punchy rhythm and just kind of get you dancing, get you moving, using those spaces between the notes to have... Sorry, that's my computer telling me that I don't have enough hard drive room left. I'll talk quickly so this video is finished before my hard drive runs out of room. Anyway, so this is a song that... you know, the spaces between the notes are designed to give you those nice little breathers, which kind of make it funky. You know, we got punchy note, space, punchy note, space, rather than just all the time rocking, rocking, rocking. So for me, this really felt like a song that wanted you to have fun, wanted you to dance around, and very upbeat. I think that the sub 3 minute runtime was also a wise idea. The song's got a fairly simple idea, so you don't want to overplay your hand. Just kind of do it and then get it concise, get it finished. Don't have to overdo it. On to the next track. I like that. I think that, again, that's a really good idea. I have to give a special shout out though to, I mean, the chorus was nice and catchy. Yeah, obviously not the most catchy thing we've ever heard from QWER, but it was a catchy chorus. But the bridge just put a smile on my face. I like that little breakdown where it just sort of goes back to the percussive bit, and then you just get like the little spoken lines. I don't know Korean. I only know a few words. I don't know it well enough to really tell you what's being said, but just a couple of little lines, and everyone builds up. I like that. There's use of the backing vocals. This was just kind of like your straight shooting summer song, fun vibes, and it's kind of exactly what you want from a upbeat track 2 on a pop rock album. It maintains the energy from the beginning of the album. It doesn't shoot to be like the big single. It's just something fun that when you put on the album, you're going to be happy when it comes on. Even if you haven't been listening to this song on its own on repeat play, when you put on the album and this song comes on, you're going to be like, yeah, this was a really good album track. Now, I do these album reviews like this, knowing that most people don't sit down and listen to albums as albums. But I think there's something nice about the fact that, you know, these groups go out there, they make these mini albums, they put the tracks in an order, they create them like that, and I like to respect that as part of the artistry, and that's what we're going to be doing. So there you go, Be Happy, great song, I really like that. Next one we're going to be listening to is hashtag QWER or hashtag QWER. Yeah, that's the next one. That's quite a title. We'll check that one out next. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this. As mentioned, we'll be doing a track by track, so do remember to like and subscribe to check out the next one. And until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these reactions, for now, get in the comments, all that stuff, and ciao, ciao.